What's going on, you guys? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Bold and Bougie. I think this is season 1, episode 5. All right. So before we get into this, I want to let you guys know that our very own K-Star, aka Carl from the Chasing Panel, he released a brand new video last night, and it is called "Don't Play with King Shit." All right. The video came out yesterday, and if you haven't seen the video just yet, the link for that video will be down in the description box below. All right. So make sure you guys go and support our very own. He's coming back with a vengeance. All right. So without any further ado, that's really all that we got for the church announcement. So we're going to go ahead and get. So we picked up where we left off last week with everybody. I think it's Malaysia, Goshay, and Tamika, with them meeting up and them trying to figure out what's really going on between Tamika and Goshay, because we really don't understand what the beef really is. But Tamika is at a point to where she's on some grown woman shit. I know a lot of people don't like Tamika, but on this show, you can never make me hate her. Tamika wants to move on. She wants to get past this shit. Like, she really don't feel like doing all this damn arguing over unnecessary bullshit. Like, it really ain't that deep. Let's move on. Tamika, Goshay was like, well, we can move on then. So Tamika proposes, a getaway to the less fortunate. Like, it's with this foundation that she has in the memory of her son, and they, it's up at this point of them filming. It's the holiday, so they're going to be giving food away to homeless people and people, toiletries to people who are in need and things like that. And so Goshay agrees to do it. But Goshay also says, I really don't have a real issue with Tamika. It's all based off of her energy. And I'm just, whatever energy she give me, I'm going to give it right back to her. But you're the one that's giving out all the negative energy, though. Like, you the one that wants so desperately to be a mean girl when it ain't really in you. Oh, but then again, the people that watch LA Hair, because I never watched not one episode of LA Hair, but the people that watch LA Hair have said that at the end of the day, you always been a mean ass girl. So you being mean to Tamika really ain't no new shit, to be quite honest. That's what the people are saying. So I don't know. When it come down to that, I don't know, but that's what they said. Okay. So don't be mad at me. Blame the people that said it, honey. Okay. So Goshay says that Crystal wants to do a divorce thing, like it's like a little road trip she want to do. And everybody's down with that. So Princess, she meets up with the people at Dealers, and she's going to be a part of the show. They're happy to have her a part of it. She's happy to be a part of it. She's very excited about it, and that's pretty much it. It ain't really that much to be going on into that scene. So now the rumors are, is Crystal dating Safari? Everybody's like, well, if she's moved on to Safari, then it is what it is. Or some people are feeling like, well, she just got a divorce, so how is she already on the next dick? Princess is like, I don't even know who Safari is. And I'm like, you know what? I really don't think that she's lying. Princess strikes me as a person who probably would not know who the hell Safari is. I'm just being real with y'all. That's what she's giving me now. So we get into Crystal and Shad. They go work out. She really ain't worked out since she got divorced. And she said after she got divorced, she pretty much, let herself go in a sense. Like, that's what happened. So she speaks on the issue with Malaysia. She was basically saying that, I met up with Malaysia. I wanted to let her know about her disrespectful ass friend, Dr. Princess. And when I tried to tell her about her, Malaysia got all up in her feelings, and she really didn't want to hear anything that I had to say. And it was true. She didn't want to hear nothing that Crystal had to say about her friend. Like, at the end of the day, Dr. Princess was definitely disrespectful as fuck. She definitely was. She was definitely aggressive as fuck. Yes, she was. And she was just being shady as hell. Yes, she was. I don't understand why Malaysia finds it very hard to hold her friends accountable, but yet you want to hold Princess accountable for not being abrasive or not being aggressive enough or being a punk. Y'all can hold people accountable for the dumbest shit, but you don't hold nobody accountable for the shit that they need to be held accountable for. Get the fuck real and get the fuck out of my damn face. Okay, period. She started talking about the divorce trip, how she's inviting all of the girls on this trip, and she just don't really want to be doing all this arguing and going back and forth about this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that she's done and she's ready to move on. That's how she feels about the whole thing. So then they asked her, so did you get the wrong idea with Dr. Princess? She's like, no, I didn't get the wrong idea about Princess. The fact of the matter is, Princess was just a disrespectful ass bitch. That's what she was. And I'm like, she definitely was a disrespectful motherfucker. She definitely was. I can't take that away from her right there. So he asked her about Safari. What is she fucking on Safari? She refuses to give an answer. She said, no, what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna say his name, and we're not gonna do that. So she's like, whoever I'm sleeping with is my business at this point. It's my business. So at the end of the day, can't nobody ask me nothing about him. It is what it is. Like, if I'm messing around with somebody, I can. I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I'm out here having a good time. Whoever I'm dating is my business. Y'all would never know. Like, it is what it is. Like, period. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. You know, at this point, I'm normally the kind of person that dates people and don't nobody really know who they are. But in this instance, you know, I talk to somebody and people know who the fuck he is. But you know, that's different. Don't nobody really know what's going on in that situation, but they just know that I'm happy go lucky, which I am. But you don't know the ins and outs. So, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Yeah, you can see the pictures and the cutesy things that goes on, but I'm not gonna go into anything else. Just know that, you know, that it is what it is. I'm getting to know a person. That's how that really is. So sometimes it's best that you keep certain things to yourself, and sometimes it's better that you don't even let people know who the fuck you talking to, because I kind of wish that I did that now. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? But it ain't really fucking nothing up. But you know, at the same point in time, sometimes I wish that I did, and maybe now won't nobody have nothing to say whenever I say his name, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, you live and you learn, honey. You live and you fucking learn. Um, Malaysia. She got a photo shoot for her hairline. It was a COVID baby, you know, even while everybody was down with COVID and can't get out the house, they was still buying her hair. So that's where she was getting her money from. This football player by the name of Kenny, he is her boo, okay? That's a guy that she's dating. That's a guy that she likes. For the first time, we see in Malaysia on a reality show with a man that she actually talking to. So shout out to Carlos for making her ass pull that man out the closet. Let's see. So then she says that her mother is doing chemo. Now, I did not know that her mom even had cancer. So that was a big shocker. Hopefully her mom is doing okay, but she said that her mom is actually doing okay with the chemo. She's doing a good thing. She wants to see the kids before she started losing her hair. And you know, Kenny, you know, had a situation with his mom doing chemo and having cancer as well. So he understands what's going on. He wants to marry Malaysia. Malaysia was like, listen, I don't want to date and go through another divorce. If I'm dating somebody, I want to marry them. You know what I mean? So, because I already been through a lot of stuff with Genera. I was with him since I was 18, 19 years old, and it didn't work out. And now I'm going into a new phase in life. And if you're going to be with me, I don't want to just be dating around, just be dating around. I want to date to marry somebody. That's what Malaysia's saying. Hey girl, do you? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, I ain't, you know, at this point in my life, I ain't dating to really marry nobody. Not the time comes and somebody asks me to marry them, then absolutely. But I didn't, you know, I ain't really been in a real relationship in quite some time now. Like, I ain't been in no relationship in like 5 years, and I only dated someone exclusively maybe about 2 years after that particular relationship. So I ain't been in no relationship in 5 years. So now I'm talking to somebody, and now I'm just taking it slow and stuff like that. You know, when you going through a lot of hurt and stuff like that, you do tend to be cautious with the way you move, because you don't want to get hurt again or make the same kind of mistakes. You know what I mean? And sometimes you prepare yourself for the worst. And sometimes it's not really a good thing, but sometimes when the worst comes, you already know how to deal with it and it don't really affect you as much and you move forward. You know, I always prepare myself for the worst, especially with me. You know, with all the stuff that I've gone through with guys, I always prepare for the worst every single time. Princess, she finds out that dealers want her own fashion collection in the fashion show, which is a great thing for her, and she's very excited about it. She talks about the girls calling her a pushover. Her husband feels like she needs to be a little bit more aggressive with these girls. And when he says that, she's like, well, do you think that I'm a pushover? And he's like, no, but I know how you can be. I know how nice you are. But with certain people, you got to show a little bit of aggression. You got to let them know who you are and that you ain't the one to play with. Totally understood. Malaysia and Dr. Princess. She's planning her event. And Dr. Princess is giving her pointers on what she can do for the event. And then they start talking about the issue with Crystal. And you know, Dr. Princess wants to do over. Like, she really don't know Crystal like that. She hates that they got off on a bad foot and things like that. So it's at the point to where let's do a do-over. Like it really ain't that deep. Let's talk. Let's start over. Let's have some lunch or something like that, and let's really try to get to know each other because we got off on the wrong foot. And I can honestly say, at least she's trying to take some ownership, I guess, or trying to do better in a sense. You know what I mean? In this situation between her and Crystal, because at the end of the day, the situation was a little bit unnecessary. Like it was unnecessary. Like it didn't even have to be what it was. You feel what I'm saying? But it turned out to be what it was. It didn't have to. But she made it that way. And it's unfortunate that it came to that. But yeah, she was wrong and she knows she was wrong. And that's how I feel about it, you know. Um so Malaysia brings up this road trip that they're all doing, that they're all doing with Crystal or whatever. What the hell? That they're all doing with, I figured that out after this is over. She brings up the road trip that they're all doing with Crystal, and you know, they're talking about divorce and things. And Princess basically saying that she's divorcing something too. She's talking about her ass. She's getting rid of the ass. You know, she has silicone in the ass or whatever. Malaysia breaks down when she hears about that. So then we get into Malaysia and Kenny. They go shopping. Malaysia starts talking about the situation with Dr. Princess. She's trying to right her wrongs. It happened 13 years ago. She didn't have the shit when she was a doctor, Malaysia. Like, get over yourself. Crystal, Malaysia, and Dr. Princess, they meet up. Malaysia tells Crystal that she's invited Dr. Princess. Dr. Princess wants to start over, okay? Princess feels like she was ganged up on. Crystal says she wasn't, but Princess apologized. Crystal still ain't really too sold on her, and I get it. I get why she not. She shouldn't be. But yeah, I get it. I get why she's not too sold on her, too keen on her. She shouldn't be at all because she already shown herself to be, you know, an asshole. So I get it. Let me see. They go to Tamika's charity event. Go Shay Princess and Malaysia arrive. They you know, as Tamika is explaining what this means to her, you know, she also brings up the Lake Lanier thing and how she still is fighting against that at this particular point. And you know, she wants everybody to be on board. Princess brings up the road trip, and you know, she starts talking about, you know, her blonde hair and how she can be a blonde sometime. And Gaucher calls her slow. Gaucher is really getting on my nerves. She's a negative person. She always got something smart to say about somebody. And I feel like she's doing a tad bit too much. She's seen too much at this moment. And I'm really gonna need for her to sit her ass down and stop doing that shit. Because it's not cool and it ain't right, honestly. So I'm gonna need for her to stop real quick. Stop. Stop doing what you're doing because it ain't cool. You know, and you know, Princess starts saying, yeah, I might be slow, but I'm paid and I got this and I got that. And I'm like, you better get your Kim feels bad, girl. You better let her know what time it is, okay? Because Gaucher is really trying it. She trying it with everybody. You know, she can't really get with Tamika like that, so now she want to go for Princess. And it's like, girl, go sit your ass the fuck down, Gaucher. Like when I tell y'all her ass is getting on my nerves, she getting on my fucking nerves, and I'm gonna need for her to stop. Seriously. I wonder if it's gonna continue, if this is gonna pick up from this week, next week. Okay. So that's it. So yeah. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but I've heard from several different sources that this show is canceled. Now, ain't nobody really made, you know, no big announcement or, you know, really said anything publicly about it just yet. But I definitely have heard that Bold and Bougie is canceled. But the ratings are terrible. Like they can barely get 100,000 in the ratings, and that's not good. Even on WeTV, that's not good. So I don't know, but the show is actually getting good. Like I know a lot of people turned their nose up at the show at first and called it dated and shit like that, but it actually gets better with every episode. But I digress. So with that being said, we're about to go ahead and get up out of here, but you know what I got to do first. Make sure you guys support Bando Kane. He has a brand new single out right now called DUI, and it's available now for purchase and streaming, okay? Make sure you support all independent artists such as K-Star, Bando, and Tramiel, but also support Bando because they're just my baby daddy. Who that is? They're just my baby dad. All right? So with that being said, you guys, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here. And until my next video, I'll holler at you guys a little bit later.